Hey, everybody. Is this thing on? Are we working this time? Do we have audio? Hold on. I don't have everything ready yet. Got to get this whole... What happened? I hit the wrong button. I think I'm back. Okay. I got to get my two camera setup going here. Hold on a second. See if I can get this to work. Bear with me. It'll be so worth it. Let me tell you. Because I think I've upgraded the second camera. Here's the secret. I'm using my cell phone instead of a crappy webcam. So let's see if the second camera gets a little bit better. Big hello to Eric and Mrs. Q Dog. Mrs. Q Dog call me babe. Well, you know. Okay. I'll take that. Okay, got to turn the audio off. Flip that. No, we don't want to flip that. Hold on. We're getting there. Second cam. Enter broadcast studio. And then, hold on a second. This is highly technical stuff going on here. Techno dorks here. Whoop. Stuff's dropping. I accidentally hit a button. Come on, what happened here? Entering the broadcast studio. Listen, if you guys are watching the recorded version of this, just skip ahead all this. Turn that off. Two camera like that. Enter the broadcast studio. This has only been 3 minutes of nonsense. It's fine. So, all professional shows do this, right? Okay. Let's see how camera 2 looks. You guys tell me how camera 2 looks. How's camera 2 look? Does that look better than last week? Is it more in focus, less blocky? Oh, it's freezing. Hey, Kevin buried on Mars is here. This is pre-show. This is a little pickup video pre-show. So nothing to get too excited about. STCPod will still be recording later tonight at 9:30ish. So, yeah. Oh, I better not see my other tabs. That could be embarrassing. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming by for this pickup video. There is one reckless purchase I'm afraid to show you because it's kind of embarrassing. There was a deal on Amazon. It's something I've been looking at for over a year. It was a really good deal. It was, I don't like to spend this kind of payola out, but it was reckless, deal of the day kind of thing. I had to do it. And I'm looking forward to opening it up so I can test it out and see if it's worth keeping. I think it will be, but it'll be fun to show that stuff to you. Kevin says he's going to be in bed at 9:30. It is Friday, isn't it? It is Friday. You can stay up. You can stay up tonight. Anyways, we'll start with some thrift store finds in the baggies. Look at the price I paid on this baggie. Am I crazy or what? Okay, open this up. How's that sound in the microphone? ASMR stuff here. What could this be? What could I have spent A whole $8 in a baggie for. Okay, there's, as you can see, a nice leatherette bag, some instrucciones. And here it is. Look at this thing. This is a mono, what do you call these? Monoscopes? Telescope? Monocle Lewinsky? Pocket telescope. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's leather bound. This is the real deal. It's I don't know if you can see that. It is, come on, move my hand in the proper way, brain. Tasco, which is a real name. And it's got brass fittings, leather bound. I am the worst at aiming into this camera. So yeah, I do want to be a pirate. And no, these things sell for around $40 if you're lucky. So that's why I grabbed that. But it is fun to have one of these to look through. Although I tried looking through it and I couldn't get it to work. But that's just me, probably being stupid. Telescope, hand telescope. I know, pretty badass stuff right away. We got another baggie here. Another baggie of goodies. This baggie was, I don't know if you can see the price, $2.99. Is it better if we just go full screen on this guy on camera 2? How does that look? It doesn't get all blocky, does it? Is this still in focus? Because I know last week the camera I was using when I went full screen with it was all blocky and not good resolution. That is not a junky telescope. That's a real deal one. I wouldn't have got it if it was a dollar store one. It's the real deal. So in this baggie, ooh, good thing I kept my pants on. Woo. Hi, I'm in the 8th grade. I'm Kenna. Hey, welcome to the show. We're just going through some pickups we find at the old thrift store, some treasures, and going through it. So this thing was in the bag. Where's the hammer? Techno Dork says there's a hammer here. You always need these, eh? So that's a good bonus. You always need those, no matter what you have. This I don't need. The stupid stuff they put in. I can't think of any lights I have that need those. So those are going in the garbage. Microscope, or a microscope. Magnifying glass. You can burn some ants with those. That's always fun. And a battery charger for a, point and click phone. Sometimes these are worth money. People need these, but this is a piece of, no one needs this one, so that's going in the garbage. Kevin, are you serious? You need those light bulbs? Because I did just throw them out, but I can pick them out of the garbage if you need it. That's in the garbage. This is a generic power adapter thing. Don't need any more of those. That's in the garbage. What we got that for was the Magic Mouse. Apple Magic Mouse right here. Wired. It is Apple. And which brain work? Okay, there you go. So these are $20 all day long. So that's what that baggie is for. $20 Magic Mouse. And that's it for that baggie. Kevin says he has ceiling fans. Do you want me to rescue these bulbs? Sylvania, Double Life. Package has been opened. Someone opened the package. Okay. setting aside. What else we got? Okay, let me clear this stuff out because we're going to open some books now. Got a bunch of books. There's so much junk here. It is crazy. I got to start listing stuff. My listings are so... You know what? This magnifying glass is kind of crap. It's very scratchy. I'm thinking, do I give it to my kid? And then I can see trouble. Well, she's not a boy. A boy would immediately try to burn things. She would just try to look things, you know, magnify. Yeah, okay. I'm going to keep these. Hey, little kid, got a magnifying glass for you. She's up there playing DuckTales on the Wii U. Okay, here is a book, hardcover. Do you guys recognize this? This harkens back to when I was a young gaffer. Dragon Lover's Guide to Pern. Does anyone remember what Pern is? Did anyone read Anne McCaffrey? I did when I was young, and I thought it was the greatest. It's this interesting world this author created where these humans lived, you know, they were pre-industrial, I would say, and their world suffered from every so often something would happen, like a comet would come too close to their planet or something, and it would drop like radioactive threads that if these things landed on their house, it would burn their house, it would cause extreme damage. So what they managed to do, they figured out, because there's dragons in this world as well, so they domesticated dragons, became partners with dragons, and they would ride on these dragons, and they would breathe fire from the dragons upon the thread, thereby you know, taking the thread away. And that's what it was called. It's called thread, these things that fell from the atmosphere. So they became special tactical unit. Like you had to be a special kind of person to bond with the dragon, and you became dragon riders. And this is like an encyclopedia of you know, the more you need to know stuff, technical stuff, like a Star Trek technical guide. So no, I'm not going to read a page of it, but there you can see. Let me go back to solo layout. I saw this there, and I tried to get my big kid into this series of books, but it's a book, so she didn't want to read it. But maybe the little kid. I have so much hope for the little kid. So much hope. And maybe if she gets into Pern, she'll like this as well. I don't think I'll sell it. I think I'll keep it. This is kind of old. Anne McCaffrey didn't write this, but was consulted on it, and she's since passed away years ago. Yet someone still continues to write this series of books, I believe. So check that out. Kevin likes to do lots of reading. Should read a dragon rider of Pern book. If I had a good memory, I'd tell you. This book is first edition 1989, by the way. So if we do decide to sell it, it does have a little bit of value. Paid the generic price of $5.99 for it. The regular book price. And these are all regular book prices. They may or may not have had upselling prices on it that may have fallen off, which made it the default price. But, you know, Mrs. Q Dog with the callback to what's the dragon's name. True fans, only true fans know. So here we go. These are thick hardcover books, also at the thrift store. Dragon Age, The World of Thedas. I don't know. Volume 1 from the writers and artists of the Dragon Age games. So I looked these up, and these carry some value, hence why I picked it up. So these will be at the Barry Game Exchange coming April 5th, unless other things happen to cause us to not do the Barry Game Exchange, but I don't think there's any talk of that. So this is, I don't know, a book of, I don't even know what this is. If this is a board game or just a look at the art. Does anyone know what this is? I never played the Dragon Age games. I have them. I haven't played them yet. This might be just an encyclopedia of stuff. I don't know. When I first got it, I kind of thought it was like some kind of board game adaptation or something, but I don't know. Or this is just a story. I don't know. This is just in chapters. The artwork's cool. Come over to the Barry Game Exchange in April 5th. You can pick this up for yourself. I'll give you a good deal on that. Really good deal. So that's volume 1. Also there was volume 2. Look at the thickness of that son of a gun. Again, The World of Thedas. Thedas. From the writers and artists of the Dragon Age games. Mint condition, folks. Mint condition. Retail price on that is work. I would be no good as a weatherman. It's $59 retail for this, so that's $5.99 book. And again, this is just twice the thickness, more of the same. I don't know what this is. I have no idea. A lot of words. But I bet you someone's going to go really crazy wanting to get it. It's cool artwork. A lot of words. Woof. I bet you even Buried on Mars would have a hard time finding time to read all this. So, and again, then it goes into what the animals are. There's a character index. You see, that's why I don't think this is a story. I think it's more of an encyclopedia. I don't know. Does anyone know? Dragon Age. 2 of these. How about 2 for $50? Come to the Barry Game Exchange. You get 2 of these for $50. And I bet you could even talk me a little bit lower. Okay. One more book, and then we'll show the reckless purchase of the year. How's that? Hey, kid, what are you doing up there? I hear walking around going on up there. This is a mother. Look at this. Look, that's the size of my arm. Look at this thing. I have no idea why I picked this up. No idea. I'm gonna have to just show you my face because it's so huge. Look at this thing. War Movies by Castle Books. I don't know why I would pick this up. There's no shelf that will hold this, but it has massive pictures in it. Huge. Huge. And I think is the reproductions of the movie posters in here that really got me. So hold on. Let's see if I can frame this up here somehow. So there's one giant picture. And then on the other side is, you know, this, that thing there. There's no Burt Reynolds. Well, maybe. Burt Reynolds do a war movie? I don't think so. So, yeah, all kinds of war movies. Giant pictures. And every 10 or 15 pages, there's a huge pullout you can do. So, you know who that is. That's Steve McQueen right there. Steve McQueen. George C. Scott. George S. Patton. Look at that. Yeah, are you seeing that? Isn't that something? This is a cool book. It's just, what do you do with it? It's so huge. And the Dirty Dozen. So cool. Anyways, war movies. Not worth a lot, not much resale value. Just loved it for the huge pictures, so pick that up. All right. Oh yeah, there was definitely Lee Marvin in there. There was Dirty Dozen stuff. Okay. Go easy on me, guys, on this. It was an impulse decision. I just had a birthday that I didn't treat myself to anything. Did I get myself anything for Christmas? Probably not. So this is something that, okay. Optimistically cynical has threw me for a loop. Where it just, that's a vortex right there. Talk about Steven Eider vortexes. That's a vortex. Optimistically cynical. I'll show you that for a second. Yeah, that's a mother thing for sure. Okay, so let me just get my address off of here. This is, I opened the box to check contents, but that's it. Oh yeah, geez, I did have to buy a garage door. Oh, Mrs. Q-Doc, why weren't you there to talk me out of this? And I have to prepare for possibly new air conditioning system this year. Ugh. Anyways, I've been watching for this product for over a year. I like the idea of it. It seems to do an awesome job at what it's supposed to do. And in fact, last week, I just happened to be looking it up again just to see if the price came down. And this is a photography item. And, you know, I collect a bit of photography stuff. I like cameras. And I happen to know that even when cameras age out, newer cameras, the price doesn't go down. They just disappear. It's not like you can find a 2-year-old Pentax at a retail location for half the price. They just go away. So when I saw this, it became a deal of the day, and it was way cheaper than what it's even worth right now because it was a one-day sale. I kind of had to pull the trigger on it. So here it is. Came with this, and it included a memory card. Yeah, so like I said, it was way cheaper than the retail price, and it included a free memory card. It was a deal of the day, and I could see the stock ticking away, going tick, tick, tick. So I got to get it. I got to get it. So here it is. We picked this up. The Osmo Pocket by DJI. How many times am I purchasing DJI stuff? Too many times. So this thing is an extremely small, you know, it's DJI's answer to GoPro. But, you know, DJI loves their gimbal technology. So they basically developed this camera to sit on its own gimbal, 2-axis gimbal. For stabilization, that's mechanical stabilization, and it's a native 4K camera. It'll do time lapse, hyperlapse. It can do pre-programmed movements. It can live stream to your phone. I don't think it can live stream to the internet at this time. I'm really nervous about taking the shrink wrap off. Where's my knife? Where's all my knives? Come on, guys. It's these kids. What don't they take? This is extremely handy for homemade porn sessions because you can set this up and control the camera movement from your phone if you want. Now, like most DJI products, the unfortunate thing is to unlock a lot of the good stuff that this camera will do, you need accessories. And I haven't purchased any accessories yet for this thing, but if I do decide to keep it, I will definitely have to buy accessories, because that is one really cool accessory. Whereas you can set this up on a tripod or lock it down somewhere, and then you can go have a seat somewhere and control the pan, tilt, whatever functions of the camera from your smartphone at a distance. So let's say if I'm at a volleyball tournament or something and I want to set this up, I need a knife. Where'd my knives go? You're at a volleyball tournament, you set the thing up, then you go have your seat, and then you can completely control the camera from your seat, from your phone. So that's kind of neat. Stabilization is neat. So I don't know if you guys know, but I also have a DJI handheld smartphone gimbal, which I use for those Addy adventure videos, and is pretty good, but it's big and bulky and uses up your smartphone. And that's why I've been doing these pickup videos with the live cams, because the smartphone I was having memory card issues, and then when you're doing that stuff with your smartphone, the battery's dying constantly. It's, you know, so I did have my eye on some kind of action cam for a while, and that's I like the DJI. So, and this is kind of cool technology. Technodork says that, yeah, it is a nail file, Mrs. Q Dog. Come on. Technodork says that his volleyball tournaments have been postponed, and we just got our schedule for our next one in a couple of weeks, so it's still on for now. But provincials is next month, and I really, I don't know if that's going to happen. You got a big old instruction book here with multiple languages. Looks like we only need to read the first one page before you begin. Safety guidelines. Don't swallow this. You got tiny. I don't know what this is. A little guarantee, something or another. I think the smartphone camera is working good up there. Okay, Mrs. Q Dog saying I have a grandma's nail file. I don't know where these things come from. It's from Brassler, Canada, if you want to get your own. I'm terrible at this. Focus. Oh, I give up. I don't know why it's there. It's there. There's another booklet here. Quick Start Guide. What was the other one? That was disclaimer and safety guidelines. This is Quick Start Guide. Again, there's only two pages to worry about. Like a lot of DJI stuff, you have to get it to work, you're going to need to download their app that works with it to get the full capability of this thing. Got a little accessory box here. I'm in the basement. It's cold. My hands are frozen. Oh, so this is difficult getting this open. There we go. Eric would have been upset seeing me tear into that box. All right, so we have a couple USB adapters. One's for a lightning cable and one's for a USB-C, so you can directly mount onto this thing. Hey-o, with your camera, with your smartphone, I mean. You got your wrist strap. Everyone needs a wrist strap. And USB cable, which is USB to C. This is another concern of mine because I am not a USB-C on my smartphone. I'm a micro. Here we go. Let's check it out. Look how tiny this thing is. So maybe this year we might get into some yard sale action with the sneaky cam. Maybe. That's what all the popular kids are doing nowadays, aren't they? Technodork. Watch your mouth. It's PG. Nice little baggie. So this is in this little case they give you, I guess. That's what you're getting for a case. It's riveting. Little, not leather, but some kind of polyamorous material. Oh, you know what? I did forget a pickup up there. That's a good one, too. You're going to have to give me 2 seconds while I run back upstairs to find this other toy I found. So here's the thing. So that's the DJI Osmo Pocket stabilized action cam. Super tiny. Look at that thing. So gentle. remove before powering on. There's your USB-C in the bottom. This is a multi-port. You can buy a microphone adapter to go into there for external mic. That was important for any camera I have, to have an external mic. And this is where you hook into the side here. That's where those adapters go on. And then your cell phone would dock onto the side of this thing like that for a live view. If you didn't want to use, this is a screen right here. Under this plastic seal or whatever. Should we power it on? Okay, let's unsheath. Get this off. Ooh. And they have a little spacer here protecting the gimbal. Turn that off. And then there's finally another piece of film over the lens. Come on. Burp. Now I have these little plastic things stuck to me everywhere. Okay. So how do we turn this on? I don't know. How about this red button? Nothing. That button. Whoa, that did something. So yeah, from what I understand, from what I've read so far, the only major drawback of this thing is you can't hook it up to your computer to use as a webcam for this kind of live streaming, which is freaking ridiculous to me. This is a live view screen. It's also a touch screen, and that's how you can get pan and tilt functions by putting your thumb on that screen and maneuvering it around like your smartphone. So let's see, English, yes. And device not activated. So like I said, you're going to have to, or I'm going to have to download another DJI app. So I have one DJI app for the drone, which is at Derek's house. And I have another DJI app for the smartphone gimbal, which I'm probably going to end up selling if I like this. And this has a separate app that's standalone to this camera itself. So I'm going to have to get that, and you go from there, because DJI wants to know all of your business. Yeah. So that's my only concern is, how do I get my phone to talk to it? And then the price of accessories for the adapters, the mic adapter. It also has a Wi-Fi Bluetooth adapter, so we can do that wireless streaming, wireless control I was telling you about. And like, you know, you can get mad at DJI for not including that stuff in this unit, but I mean, look how tiny it is. I don't think you could shove all that gear in here and keep it this tiny. So as a standalone recorder, like it's pretty good. It's pretty tiny. 4K out of this thing. That's native 4K. That's not malarkey 4K. That's real 4K. So that's cool. Hold on. Let me grab that one last piece. You guys will like it. Steven Eider will like it. It's right up his alley. And you guys can tell me more about it. You can look at my nail file. I'll be right back. Stand by. It's not a Furby, but it is another toy. Two camera action. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Check this guy out. Look at the size of this monster. This was loose on the shelf in the thrift store at night. So all the sharks had passed up on it. Not good enough for them. Yeah, who is this? Who is this? What is it? Is this, what is it called? Yu-Gi-Oh or some? No, it's not Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm gapping what these things are called. Oh, I know what this is called. This is called what Joe sees when he looks in the mirror. That's what this is called. Yeah? Yeah. That's right. There's something inside of it. I don't know. Dragon Ball Z. Thank you, Steven. Is this guy like, is it Boo? Is that, I don't know. There's nothing under there. Junk. This is an 11-inch, whoever this guy's name is. And so these potentially, these have been known to sell for up to $70. Just this thing. I think we might have lost camera 2. Did we lose camera 2? At least it's framed well. Yeah, it died. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you're having to rely on your smartphone for this stuff, the battery is going to let you down every time. So camera 2 is down. But I think that worked out better than the crappy webcam. So Dragon Ball Z, whoever this guy's name is. This is when they transform or something. They get all angry. I don't know. I never watched that show. Not my thing. But why is there something inside of it? Anyways. So that's the big thing. That's the big thing I wanted to show you guys. This guy. 11 inches. All 11 pulsating inches of him. It was ripping right out of his pants. But yeah, if anyone knows of like if we can get a hairless head we can put on here, yeah, I got good ideas what we can do with that. That would make for some good content right there. Instead, this guy's got all this hair, all this plumage. So I think that's it for this week. Thanks everybody for joining. That was good times. That can't be the right time, is it? Holy mackerel. 7:52. Yeah, I got to end this. Gonna go pick the kid up, do an errand, get back here, set this thing up again for another show. STCPod will record live right here on this YouTube channel. And we're going to talk to Joe, who just came back from Florida, viral hot zone. And we'll see what happened with him. We'll see how he dealt with the crowds and the waiting in line and having his kids, dealing with his kids. Well, we know he probably didn't have to deal with his kids, but good times. Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks for this impromptu pickup video treasure discovery that we went along the Odyssey together. Yes, make sure this thing's off. I will oh, I think I turned it back on. Off. Yeah. I will be testing out the DJI. I'll let you know. Well, check out I got a package from Third Man Records today. Woke me up, came to the door. I picked that up today. That'll be the first production to use the DJI Osmo Pocket. We'll see how that looks, see how it performs. Look for that on this channel as well. Anyways, come back. in an hour and a half. And we'll do this again with Crazy Joe Davola. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.